Gate Spring racing. Paddy's Flying jibbed at the start, missed it and dropped out to be a clear last. First to go, Silver Livia from the inside with Hit the Jackpot away well. The Hot Pot's right there as well, Ginger Morpheus, but Kerndel's going to find itself planted deep. Go Grommet in a compacted field, driving up near the rail. A length and a half behind them. See You at the Session from Scenic George, and a clear last is Paddy's Flying. They gallop along by the 500 towards the turn. Silver Livia down on the inside, a slender leader from Hit the Jackpot. Kerndal working wider. In behind them, no room to move at the moment. Go Grommet. Back in the middle, Ginger Morpheus. See You at the Session to the extreme outside, followed by Scenic George. Paddy's Flying hemmed away down on the inside as Parnham finds a run now with the favourite and drives it through. Ginger Morpheus speared through the middle of horses to go to the lead with 150 to go. Draws a length and a half. Kerndal, Go Grommet battling away. Then See You at the Session. It's an early double for Chris Parnham though. Ginger Morpheus beat Go Grommet. See You at the Session third. Kerndal toughed it out very well after being wide all the way for fourth. Then Scenic George followed further back. Silver Livia. Paddy's Flying beat one home, and that was the top weight Hit the Jackpot. Horse was travelling very well. Ginger Morpheus coiled up behind them like a rattlesnake and burst through the opening when Chris saw a bit of daylight, gave it a little dig, and away this grey, rony coloured galloper went to go on and post its third victory in 6 starts, justifying the very short quote, the SP 135 at the conclusion of betting. Number 4, Ginger Morpheus by Universal Ruler takes out race 2. Chris Parnham over Go Grommet, ridden by Zeph Johnston Porter, and 7, See You at the Session. Back there with Matty Derrick aboard in third place, just in front of Kerndal, who didn't get the rub of the green. Sat there posted pretty deep most of the way and having to work. Not much really could be referred back to the others who were well and truly beaten. It was simply too good for them, winning by a length and a half, second and third. The time 59.12. And out of Hidden Dreams, a filly that Michael Lane had some success with as well. Likewise Pete Caporaro, manager of Canal Enterprises, raced the horse with S.J. Bell, also M. Thorburn, Mrs. T. Worthington, Mrs. M. McCormick, and Mrs. B. Kettridge, Mrs. J. Ditchburn, and Mrs. O. Taylor, M.D. Miller, Mrs. A. Tan, Ms. S. Pickett, and from 6 runs now has got a 50% winning strike rate for the Michael Lane yard. Today, Chris Parnham's got a 100% strike rate. He's 2 for 2. Go Grommet second by Machino from Bellantina. Chris and Michael Gangemi with Zeph Johnston Porter in the saddle, and See You at the Session third. A Sessions gelding from Sebring Lane. First run for Sean and Jake Casey and ridden by Matty Derrick. 4, 5, 7 and 3 here after race number 2. The third event, the Jack Marks Racing Hall of Fame inductee handicap over 1,000 metres, honours one of the great officials of his time many years ago, but we salute him this evening, Jack Marks, at the Hall of Fame inductions. Okay, let's take you back down to Tessa in the yard, and a flying start for Chris Parnham.
Absolutely right. Thank you, Darren. We've got Michael Lane just catching up with some very happy owners here. Laney, very short price favourite he was in the market, $1.30 on jumping. Must be fantastic for all these happy owners.
Yeah, really good bunch of people. We bred the horse. He's got a stack of ability. Unfortunately, he was born with bad knees. Nothing that he's at work or nothing. He's just born with them, so there's not much. We can only help him out a bit. But if he didn't have that, he'd be a top class horse. But that'll probably hold him back in his life, unfortunately. But he's a super talent if we can keep him sound.
Gee, and Chris obviously knows this horse very well. Was coiled up there for a while. At the 200, the gap opened, and gee, it was just catch me if you can.
Yeah, Chris. I say enough of Chris, I suppose. I can't say enough about him. He's great for our team. We're very lucky to have him on our horses.
Now, just touching on tonight, it's a very special night for your family. Damien Lane getting inducted into the Hall of the Fame. What does that mean to you and the family? Yeah. Obviously, great honour for Damien and all the hard work he's done, and great acknowledgement of his success and the person he is. Fantastic role modelling yourself for him as well. Congratulations here. Enjoy tonight. Thanks very much. There's Michael Lane and here's Chris Parnham in a moment when I look up. Sorry, Scott, jumped the gun there. I thought you might have been a little bit out there on the strapping duties.
I wouldn't have thought so. He couldn't pay me enough to do that, Tessa, but I wouldn't mind a market on whether or not we get a tear out of Michael Lane tonight during the Hall of Fame induction. He's a very proud father. He's a little bit of an emotional man too, Mickey Lane, but Chris Parnham is about to join us after a race-to-race double to start the program. Ginger Morpheus successfully goes from a Class 1 to a West Speed Platinum, and off the back of that, Chris, you'd have to say he'll get to better company.
Yeah, it was a really good win. There wasn't probably as much speed in it as I would have hoped for. He's a horse that Cano want to overdo it a little bit, so you know, it's always better if we can get cover with him just to try and teach him and get him to relax, which we were able to do today, but the tempo of the race was playing against us a bit. We didn't go overly quick, and yeah, once we found an opening, he took care of the rest, but a few nervous moments.
Michael did nominate him for the 66 plus. Obviously, that's a couple of grades. He can go to a graduation in between, but it looks like in time that's where he's going to belong.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he's certainly got the ability to measure up in genuine Saturday type races. Like he's got that good turn of foot that can get him out of sticky spots, and yeah, I think he's a really nice horse if he can keep him together.
Now, Michael was just talking about Frosty going into the Hall of Fame tonight from a father's perspective, but what about you as a friend?
Oh yeah, it's good. I remember when I was a kid, he came over to ours to stay for a few weeks, and yeah, to see what he has turned into and what he's become from there is, you know, it's unbelievable really. So it's a credit to him and all his family.
Well said. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Very well said indeed. For the great friend in Damien Lane, as mentioned, inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight here. But Ginger Morpheus takes out the Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Handicap over the 1,000 metres. Michael Lane, Chris Parnham combining. Laney's just with the one runner here today. Numbers here in the second, 4, 5, 7 and 3. We'll be taking a short break now before we commence our preview for the first of 7 up at Kununurra.